Hey, what's happening, guys? Today I want to talk about the #1 World of Warcraft tool that you need to help yourself level and make the best decisions for your character possible by using this resource right here. It's called WoWHead Classic. And basically the way you would get here, you just go into the URL bar up top, wowhead.com. You go in here, and you'll see right here, we're currently on Battle for Azeroth, and I guess this is the patch test realm. We don't want to be on either of these. We're going to click on Classic. We're playing World of Warcraft Classic. We're not playing any of that new garbage that they call World of Warcraft these days. You can see right here, they've got guides for everything right up front. Druid, Hunter, Mage, Paladin, Priest, Rogue, Shaman, Warlock, Warrior. All the professions. All across, best in-slot gear. They've got literally tons of different builds. They've even got news here. Pre-raid best in-slot gear. Instance exploiters. I just made a video on this. Blizzard issuing punishments. Classic Sunken Temple class quests are not available in Phase 1. Those probably came out later if you're wondering where those went. Anything that is World of Warcraft that you may have a question about, you could go onto this website and you can type into the search bar and you may find the answer that you're looking for. Now, why do I use this website? There's so many different things that help you already in game, like Questy. It tells you exactly how to defeat the quests and what to do. I'll worry about gear later. Do you really want to go through that though? Is that really how you want to approach the game? What I like to do, one of the #1 things I like to do, we're going to go between the talent calculator and we're also going to go through gear. So if we go into dungeons and we go into, say, I'm about to try to start doing Wailing Caverns. I might even stream today Wailing Caverns. Let's see here. We have Wailing Caverns, dungeon overview and location. Shows you exactly where it is, shows you exactly what the map looks like. And then if I'm not mistaken, I believe all the way at the bottom, they're going to probably give us, look at this. So they're going to give us all of the quests for this dungeon. And then they're also at the bottom. This is probably the most important thing, I imagine. I'm wondering where, yeah, okay. So, all right, so per boss, they show you the loot that this thing can drop right here. So this guy, Mutinous the Devourer, drops that. This guy will drop these items, or he has a chance to drop those items. This guy can drop these items. This is what I was looking for right here. So when you go through right here, what are we, Wailing Caverns? When we're in Wailing Caverns, if you like any of this gear, you can try to complete the instances and dungeons that are most appropriate for the playstyle that you're trying to develop. So in your best interest, you want to start going through the Deadmine, Shadowfang Keep, Stormwind Stockades, all of these different instances. You should research. You should let's see what's in Shadowfang Keep. I'm playing as a Warlock. Is there anything in here that's really nice for a Warlock? Okay, this is a quest. It's on the Horde, though, which it doesn't matter to me. Strength and stamina. Again, that's in Horde. Are we on the Horde side right now? Is there a way to go in Classic WoW? This is for the Horde. Okay. But you can do all the dungeons as Alliance as well. Getting to it is a bit of a journey. Most groups tend to fly to South Shore. Okay, so Alliance, it's a bit of a journey to get to Shadowfang Keep. I know, this was mostly a Horde dungeon. There are 3 Horde exclusive quests. They give you all the additional information for it. So this is going through the Horde quests right here. And then it takes you into the dungeon itself right here. So it'll show us, okay, first boss, I guess that's the loot off of him. I imagine there's probably more loot than just this. Maybe they haven't updated it just yet. Yeah, there's more loot. I guarantee there's more loot than just this stuff off of him. Butcher's Cleaver. Family Seal. What is this? That's really nice, actually, for strength and stamina on a ring. So you can see how I use this. You can find, that's a really nice shield. 5 stamina, 12 spirit. That's huge for a priest if you're a holy priest. So you can kind of pick the type of gear that you want based on any of these dungeons that you want to go through. And so that's an easy way to determine what type of gear you want to get, and you can do all the research you need to do on each dungeon / instance to make sure that you're making the best decisions for your playthrough as possible. Now, this is my favorite thing right here. We're not going to go through everything on WoWHead. You can get lost in here for hours and just educate yourself on exactly what you should be doing and how to go through everything. There's not going to be a better resource for telling you exactly what to do and how to figure things out than WoWHead. But this is my favorite thing right here. I'm currently playing as a Warlock. We're just going into the Warlock talent calculator. This is what I would assume is going to be the best way to level up your Warlock's damage output. Not for leveling. This isn't the best leveling talent tree that I'm going to go through here. This is going to be, in my opinion, the highest damage output. So this will be like the best way to spend your talents when you're in a raid. So I would assume that corruption going to an instant cast and reducing your chance to be resisted via suppression on the affliction tree are awesome. I also think that you're going to want increased life tap. You're going to want more mana and health swap to occur. We're going to want to amplify your curse damage and increase the damage of your Curse of Agony spell. Nightfall, corruption and drain life, 2% chance to enter a shadow trance, allowing you to do an instant shadow bolt. I mean, that's massive. Every time that procs, it's huge. Increases the range of your spells. That's huge. And Siphon Life, that's also just another dot. That doesn't do a ton of damage. But, I mean, 15 health times 10, 150 damage. I mean, why not? It's an instant cast. You have Curse of Exhaustion here. That's more of a PvP move. What I'm going to try to do here then is go down and let's see. I think I did Drain Life until I had access to Shadow Mastery, which increases the damage dealt or life drained by your shadow spells. This is huge. This is your Shadow Bolt. This is your Corruption. This is your Curse of Agony. This is your Siphon Life. We're mostly going Affliction here. But let's not forget about our Shadow Bolts on the opposite side. We're going to get a ton of Shadow Bolt damage here. And we're going to do the reduced casting time for the Shadow Bolt and Immolate spells, which is also huge. We're also going to go into... Wait, hold up. This says damage dealt or life drained by your shadow spells. So this is shadow spells. Yeah, and Shadow Bolt has to be a shadow spell. So we can go Devastation, increase the critical strike chance of your destruction spells. And then we go increased range, which is really nice. And then I believe we're going to go down here to Cataclysm, reduce the mana cost. Until we can get Ruin, increases the critical strike damage bonus of your destruction spells by 100. So if you look at this build, you get the reduced chance to be resisted, instant cast Corruption, more mana back via your life tap, so that's a higher swap, your increased drain life, so you're going to have more health back if you need to use it mid-raid. You can amplify your Curse of Agony. Improved Curse of Agony does more damage. You can cast from further away. Chance for an instant cast Shadow Bolt. Siphon Life. And we have damage dealt or life drained by your shadow spells by 10% increased. Then we go to Destruction. 3% reduced mana cost. Shadow Bolt critical strike increases shadow damage to the target by 20%. Based on the critical strikes that land. So if you hit a Shadow Bolt, it crits, it does a ton of damage. Well, the next one, if it crits again, is going to crit for an additional 20% damage on top of that. It's going to crush. Bane reduces the casting time of Shadow Bolt and Immolate spells by half a second. That is absolutely massive. Increases critical strike chance of your destruction spells. That's Shadow Bolt, that's Immolate. That's big. Increases the range of your destruction spells by 20%. Now you can be really far away casting your spells. You don't even have to be anywhere near the enemy that you're fighting any longer. That's really good. Ruin increases critical strike damage bonus of your destruction spells by 100%. Now when we're critting, 100% bonus on Shadow Bolts, 20% bonus based on improved Shadow Bolt. And I believe we have 5% critical strike chance right here, 3% reduced mana cost. Potential for instant cast Shadow Bolts right here. This is the pure PvE. I am going to wreck your soul Warlock build right here. This is very similar to the raid build that we used in the Burning Crusade. I believe there were a couple of ones that went a little further when it came to the Burning Crusade. I can't quite remember them all the way down at the bottom of the talents, but I do remember that you go a heavy mix of destruction and affliction, and you focus on not being resisted, you focus on instant casts, you get the range, you get increased dots, and you just go ham on people. The only thing here is that you could, I don't know if you would want to get rid of Ruin, because Ruin's really big. But I know some people really like this Demonic Embrace for 3% stamina. There's 5 levels of this. You can potentially get 15% bonus stamina, which is really big for life tapping. So if you use life tap a lot and you're constantly having trouble because your raid specifically doesn't have like a ton of really good healers and you're always dying, you may want the stamina and you may want to take out some of the extra damage out of like either Ruin or Shadow Mastery. I don't really recommend that. If you're having a problem staying alive, 15% stamina may not do the trick for you anyways. You may just be spamming improved drain life and popping health stones and potions every time. But guys, this is available for all classes, not just warlocks. Look at this thing. Mage, hunter, druid, rogue, shaman, warlock, warrior. Let's go to priest. I'm not going to go through the priest talent tree, but you have this thing set right here. You can build your own custom builds without having to do it in-game and wasting talent points and causing yourself a headache. You can look and find almost everything in here. You can do a gear planner, item finder, raid composition. This website has everything. Go on WoWHead, guys. Figure it out. There's any resource, anything you're possibly thinking of, it's right here. Guys, if you're liking the content that I'm producing, follow, comment, and subscribe to me on YouTube. Like the videos. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter, @GamerDevTim. I'm going to keep churning these videos out. I love World of Warcraft. I'm so happy it is back. There's a couple of 2D games that I've really been meaning to play, but I'm so all in on World of Warcraft right now that I'm just going to have to play catch up to those in like a month or two. Honestly, I'm all in, guys. I love this. If you have any questions, please get after me, and we're going to finish right there. I'll see you in the next one. Later, guys.